Hi guys, how are all of you? I'm doing really great. I'm just being lazy. I got a job at a tanning salon. I've been tanning. I promise you I'm not as pale as I look on camera. But yeah, so I've been working and now I have 2 weeks off. I just got my acceptance letter to my second year of university, which is really exciting. I'm really sorry if the computer is bouncing around. It's on a pile of pillows in front of my window in the bedroom. Sorry about my messy desk in the background. I do have to tidy that up. But yeah, so I've just been getting things prepared. I had my orientation for year two this week, which was basically registering for classes, which I all got accepted into. Um, yeah, so basically that's been life. My last video was kind of a downer talking about my dad and stuff. Still not talking with him, and there's been some issues. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore because it's not my problem. So, the classes that I'm going to be taking in the fall, which are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for all of these classes, plus I'm going to have some labs, which I don't know the schedule for quite yet. But yeah, so that'll be awesome. I'm going to be taking fundamentals. I have my notes I'm filming on the laptop, so I have my notes on the screen here. So I'm just kind of reading off them. So I'm going to be taking Fundamentals of Psych Nursing Practice 2 and 3, um, Principles of Individual Counseling, Integrated Practice 2, which is my practicum. That'll be next semester, and then my Integrated Practicum 1 will be at the end of this semester, which will take place in, I'm thinking November, December, before Christmas break. So basically, I will be going to like a hospital or a clinic or something. And sorry, I just got my hair cut and it's kind of crazy right here. But anyway, just don't let my playing with my hair bug you too much. So yeah, I'll be going to a hospital or something and working kind of there just to see what's going on. So that should be fun. I'm going to be taking psychopathology, which I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Medical nursing for psych nurses, which will be basically you learn the medical side of psych nursing. Like, we don't have to learn how to give IVs and stuff like that, trauma care, stuff like that. We don't have to deal with that, but we just basically learn administering injections and stuff like that, which will be interesting. And then psychopharmacology, which is pharmacology of psychotropic medications and stuff like that, psychiatric medications. And then, of course, principles of health assessment, which is just, I think it's learning charting mostly. Um, should be interesting. And then I have a few labs. I'm not entirely sure which courses have labs. I know that fundamentals, both of those have a lab, and medical nursing, I think, has a lab as well. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully, I do well. I'm pretty confident that I will, and it actually looks like something that classes that I'm going to be interested in, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, that'll be awesome. Sorry, I keep looking out the window. There's birds and I don't know, daydreaming, basically. So that's what's been going on with school. With work, not really much. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say besides that I just am catching up on vlogs, and hanging out and trying to enjoy the summer and not doing anything on my 2 weeks off, basically. One of my best friends that I've known since kindergarten got married this past weekend, which was pretty awesome. She's only 20 like me, and her boyfriend, or I guess husband now, is the same age as Wade, 27. So it's kind of weird that, I don't know, we both kind of went down that road, but they're a Christian family, and they met at church and everything like that. So I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna be a strong relationship, and they both have wonderful families. And the funny thing about that is that her older sister is married to his younger brother. So it's not like they're related or anything. It's just a little weird, but whatever. My friend's name is Alicia, and her husband's name is Ben. Alicia and Ben met before her sister and his brother met. So, and they were in a relationship before that. So that's a little interesting. I don't know. I'm just happy for them, most of all. A little shocked, but happy. Yeah, I don't know. It was a great wedding. Grace was a flower girl, which is awesome. So I was busy with that for a while. Her dress came in literally like 3 days before the wedding, which it was scary. I called like everywhere, and of course, I live in Canada, and I ordered it from the United States. And so, I don't know, I was following it through the tracking number, and it was fine. And then, like, the week of the wedding, it's like, your package was delivered by a local post office in Lockbourne, Ohio. And I was just like, what? That's not quite Manitoba. But it all got straightened out, and I guess UPS was supposed to deliver it from a different shipping company and all that. So that was interesting. And her dress was really pretty, but it was a little big on her. It said it was size 2, like for a toddler, and I took her measurements and compared them and everything, and it looked like it would fit perfectly fine, but I should have ordered it in a size 1 because it was a little loose around the chest, and she's not a very big girl. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like, she looks like she might be chunky, but when you actually see her and hold her in person, she's really small around, and her waist and stuff is really tiny to the point where if she wasn't so tall, she would still be in probably like 6 to 9 month clothes, which is funny. She still actually wears a couple of 6 to 9 month clothes, but she's been doing really well. While I work, she's been going to daycare and then like going to my family's house, and my mom and my sister have been taking care of her along with Wade, which has been interesting. I've only been working for like a month or so, and it's been interesting. I got my first paycheck, which was like $70, and I went and bought diapers and wipes, and by the end of that, I had like $20 left to keep to do whatever, and I ended up spending that on I don't even know, like random like shampoo and milk and stuff like that, just like the random things you buy every like 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, that's been interesting. And then I got my second paycheck the weekend after the wedding, and of course, I gave that all, my whole paycheck, which was like $540 to Wade, because he paid for my dress, and he paid for my shoes, and he paid for both of our hair to get done. So I owed it to him tremendously. So I don't know, I feel like I owe him so much that if I could, I would give him everything I get, which isn't really not possible because I do have to buy clothes and stuff for Grace, and then I obviously need clothes sometimes too. Although I don't really buy much for myself because I don't know. I'll like, go to look at clothes for myself and I'm like, oh, this shirt is like $19, which is like super cheap for a shirt to most people, but to me, $19 could buy 2 shirts for my child, and it's, I don't know, it's just really difficult. She's, yeah, I don't know, so spoiled. And I'm sure it won't always be this way. I mean, when I graduate school, like, I'll be making $75,000 a year. So I'm assuming that I'll finally be able to get myself a couple new outfits in 4 years. So I think I'll stay about the same size and maybe buy 1 or 2 new things, which I've always kind of done anyway. And then maybe I'll be able to get stuff like, but we'll see. I do need to get clothes for school that are more professional looking, because we do get judged on what we wear to class now. And like, I don't know, when we actually go on our practicum, we have to wear white scrubs. If you don't know what scrubs are, they're like nursing uniforms. We call them scrubs here. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be wearing to my practicum. I'm sorry, I'm like watching myself on the screen and I feel like I'm really close. I feel like I should be way back here, but I'm trying to keep these pillows from falling off the bed. And yeah, so you might see me wearing like the same outfit. Maybe I might change the scenery a little bit, but I'm going to be making a few videos because I haven't uploaded anything. So I thought I would make a couple of videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. Maybe. Is there anything else I need to say? Give me one moment to think. Oh yeah, update on a car for me, which I will love when I finally do get. Wade's looking at buying a second vehicle, one for me to drive while he's at work, to get myself to school and to work and stuff like that. So it looks like we are probably going to get a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta sometime in the near future, probably in September. We were going to get a new one right away, but he wanted to wait till the 2014s came out. So that looks like what we're going to do is wait, even though I prefer to have one now just because I have a lot of shifts coming up. The good thing is, though, if I take the bus to drop Grace off at daycare, it's only about 8 blocks to walk to my work, which takes me about 10 minutes, which isn't too bad. It would take me a lot less, but there are like 5 streetlights I have to wait for on the way. But besides that, everything's going great. Still kind of annoyed about taking the bus, but that's not Wade's responsibility. The only annoying thing about taking the bus is that I have to transfer because I live what we call on the hill. So our city is divided basically into 3 parts. There's like the regular part of Brandon, and then there's downtown, and then, well, I guess there's the flats too, but it's like a tiny little area. And then there's a giant hill that we live on top of, which is actually the nice area of town, which is great. But like no, well, I guess there are $1 million homes up on the hill, but yeah. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh yes, the bus. So I had to get on a bus up on the hill, ride the cycle, get down to the bus station, and then transfer to another bus and take that bus to the daycare. So and only one bus goes really near the daycare, to the point where Grace and I can walk to it. So I have to get on that bus, and then that bus has 2 buses that each have an hour cycle. So one bus will come, and then a half an hour later that other bus will come, but the cycle is an hour long. So every half an hour, bus 1 comes, and then bus 2 comes a half an hour after bus 1. So I have to ride a 1-hour cycle, and then I have to get onto the bus that goes up onto the hill and ride that cycle, which is an hour long. So it takes me 2 hours to get home, and it's only like, I don't know, maybe 8 kilometers, which is kind of ridiculous, but that's part of taking the bus and not having a car. So yeah, it's exhausting, and honestly, when I go pick Grace up at 3:30 and don't get home till like 6:30, it's frustrating. But yeah, that's my rant about the bus. And everyone knows me in life knows how much I hate the bus because the bus ruins all my plans. And every time the weather's nice and I want to go do something, the weather turns to crap as soon as I get ready to walk out the door. And then, of course, I have to take a 2-hour long bus ride. So by the time I get there, it's going to be raining. Okay, I'm going to go because this is getting insane, but I hate the bus. That's, if you need to know anything about me, it's the fact that I hate taking the bus. And I don't know. The bus is frustrating me lately, but have a great day, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes when I make my, sorry, now I look like a crazy person, when I make my other video. Bye!